سلام رو آقا، من دایالی هستم. به چنل من خیلی خوش اومدید. بریم برای قسمت 28 فاینال فانتزی 16 و با روزینا دیدار کنیم و ببینیم که راه ورود به فنگ چیه و بتونیم مادر این یارو بکنیم، مادر هیوگو کوپکا. Let's go, boys.
Fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of
The finest fabric.
سلام حاج آقا. آقا ساب لایک کامنت یادتون نره. مرسی که هستید.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubo truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
میگه این اصلا اون روزینا دختر نیستش، پسره و میگه که بالاخره به نظرم با این همه تشکیلات میام نخواه حداقل قابل احترامه، لایق احترام ما هست. قابل احترام هست.
Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
این آدم جوونی هم هست.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
یه افراد گفتن نیاز چیز به کمک نیاز داری. دومی سید.
I won't waste your time.
من
I
خیلی
need
طلب
passage
نمی
through
کنم.
the south gate.
من میخوام از در جنوبی خارج شم.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
میگه که ببین شما هنوز اعتماد منو به دست نیاوردن. از موقع حالا هم که اعتماد منو به دست نمیارید پس هیچ چیزی ندارید. نمیتونم کمکت کنم. منم کارهای خودم دارم، راههای خودم دارم و سرم مشغوله. و حالا بریم چی میخواد. منم اعتماد منو به دست بیارید دیگه. خیلی خوب.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
هر کاری میکنه که تو چیزی میخواد به دست بیاره.
Men like you have a special place in my heart.
آدمایی مثل تو
Why?
جای ویژه در قلب من
You
دارن.
ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine.
حالا
So
چی
what do
میخوای؟
you want?
اینو بگو چی
Don't tell
میخوای؟
me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
پسرم میگه که مشکل رو از شهر دالاهین پاک کنید، گناه از بین ببرید. میگه مشکل چی؟ خب مثل آدم حرف بده بزن دیگه، چی میخوای؟ چرا با تیکی کنایی حرف میزنی؟
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals.
یه راهنمایی میگه بهتون میگم کریستالا رو دنبال کنید.
3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
کس نگو آنکل، مجبوری انجام بده. کریستالا رو دنبال کنیم بریم ببینیم به چی میرسیم.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
ببینیم که معلوم چی میگه.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
میگه که این کریستالا رو مثلا اینکه میدوزن، خب دوزا و برای همین خیلی چیزه. For the best drop in drawing visit the final listing. سر همین مردم مشکل دارن با دوزا، چیزی برای خودشون نمیمونه.
Do you have a moment?
یه دقیقه وقت داری؟
Depends what. Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
میگه تیکه از مادر کریستال فنگ افتاد اینجا و اونجا بود که دو افراد چیز اومدن، افراد امپراتوری اومدن اینجا و شروع کردن. حالا این معمای واقعا چیه؟
Needed to a silken softness.
You wouldn't believe how much you gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not.
میگه چی کارم داری؟ میخوای شمشیر تو سیقل بدم؟
You. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you...
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
بایرون رو پیدا کنیم. آنکل بایرون کجاست؟ این زن اینجا. نکنه این داخل اومده.
The one who broke all our furniture.
میگه تو اگه صندلیامو شکونده اینجا. چی میخوای؟
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
تا الان مشکل درست نکردی بنداز
I'm looking
کافی.
for my pal. Have you seen him?
این دنبال دوستم
Gentleman who was
میگردم.
with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
اگر رفته بالا.
Thank you.
این رفته بالا چیکار کنه؟ What?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
میگه که تلاش من شده نشون داده. میگه این دیگه چیزیه. از کجا بود؟ میگه که از کالکشنامه. خیلی دارم از اینا. ولی خب میتونی به دستش بریم. میگه آره میتونیم به توافقی برسیم. چی میخوای؟
But not here.
اینجا نه.
What are you doing, Uncle?
چه غلطی میکنی انکل؟ داره رشوه میده به افراد چیز. چه کونی دادی؟
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your...
میگه که رفتم پرسجو کردم ولی خب اینجا نداشتن. از اونجایی که شخصیت من مجذوب کننده است، این سربازا اومدن منو کشیدن که گفتن اگه بدونی پولشو بدی ما میتونیم برات از این کریستال جور کنیم.
Proof.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
حالا من ول کن تو چی پیدا کردی؟
Crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show.
میگه مثلا اینکه وقتی که مأمورای کریستال اومده دزدی کردن، دزدا مردم کلا دیگه ندارن چیزی استفاده کنن و میگه که خب حالا این معما حل شد دیگه، حالا میتونیم بریم پیداش کنیم. حالا یارو مثلا اون چیزا رو میگه، اون پسره رو میگه اون کونکش فکر کرده که میتونه مثلا ما رو گول بزنه، ما حلش کردیم.
One should never underestimate a Rosfield.
این نباید مورد از گم بگیره.
Soon wipe that smirk off his face.
قیافش دیدنیه.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
اوکی، بعد بریم اونجا درسته؟ اینجا سوار چی میشیم؟ چوکوبو میشیم و به سرعت میریم سمت اونجایی باید بریم. سرعت پایین اومدن اینجوری بیشتر بود. دلاهی لاما برو بریم. مموشم داره میاد. داره Come on, man. نکنه بگاه رفتیم. نه درست. خب به جای رسیدیم که تحقیقاتمون شروع کنیم.
I'll take it from here.
آها این دقیقا همون جای قرار گذاشتم معموله.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
یه فکر می‌کردم نمیای سرورم حالا پول به خود آوردی؟
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
اینکه با پول که آوردی بریم که کریستال رو ببینیم.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what is security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why? To collect...
ببین اگه اومدم من اینا رو خریدم مثلا تو راه ازم گرفتنشون بعد نمیگه اینا جز دارایی کشور ماست میگه نه جز دارایی نیست رویالیست اینا رو آوردن خب نیروهای گارد سلطنتی
Share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them.
بعد منبع ارتش فهمیدن کاهونز اسمش خب اینا رو که میدوزن میبرن اونجا فهمیدی چی شد این سربازا محمولهای اصلی رو از تو جاده میدوزن میبرن میارن اینا اینجا غیر قانونی میفروشن حالا که جاشون رو پیدا کرده فشار خوردن بیا بابا بیا
Good! I'm just getting warmed up!
کنید انمیای جدید سیک تیر یا همون تیر سیک Good night, bitch.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
بد نبود.
How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
تعجب میکنم چجوری معامله حل کردی.
How long have you been watching?
تا که
Long enough to witness your
چه مدت نگاه
uncle's
میکردی؟
sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
یا افراد کیوبکا داشتن همه رو میفروختن به یه ارتش دیگه. تا موقعی شما اومدین و بالاخره نگهتون دادیم.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
اینه رو برگردونیم به شهر. مشکل نه واسه من یه واگن بیارم که. Sometimes later. کمی
It occurs
بعد.
to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Double the...
بهش میگه ریش خاکستری بهش برمیخوره. خب حالا با این میتونیم رد شیم. میگه خودتون کمک خودتون کردین. وقتی که اونا رو کشتین افرادی که دم دروازه بودن تعدادشون کم شد و بقیه رفتن دنبال گم شده بگردن. اونا اگه موندن نمیبینم کلا بیخیال.
Thank you.
And tell...
Okay, let's go. این چیه؟
Omia los delan. Tu isagelis.
رب خبر ببره نه؟
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
میاد اعتماد میکنم نذار که به اعتبارم لطمه وارد شد. باشه گاه نخور کونکش.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you. Come on, uncle.
بریم let's go. Quest campaign میگم the riddle of the follow the crystals. Follow the crystals تکمیل شد. اوکی. اوکی. خب اینجا کارهایی هستش که میتونیم انجام بدیم بچه‌ها. میتونیم رد شیم بریم اینجا دیدین. خب ولی نمیریم. فعلا ببینیم که بقیه چیکار دارن براشون انجام میدیم تو شهر. چطوری داشت؟ چی میخوای؟
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Either way.
چی میخوای؟
Wait. Are you Clive?
تو کلایوی؟
Sorry. My mind. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware.
میگه که افراد میان وسیله مثلا تجهیزات جنگی میخرن و انقدر سفارش زیاده من نمیتونم تحویل بدم.
He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Okay, کمکی بهش
give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dal.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right.
یا اطلاعات نیاز داریم که بدونیم منظورش از این چاقوی عجیب غریب چیه.
There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who there's the butcher, of course, and the bounty.
اوکی، میریم با چند نفر حرف بزنیم که ببینیم واقعا منظورش چیه. مثلا ساختن این چاقو یعنی چی؟ منظورشون چیه؟
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
My carpets have the most fragrant herbs and spices. Fresh bread.
Salam alaikum.
Welcome, sir. What can I do?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
یه چی میگه یه چاقوی خوب میسازه میگی تو آهنگر چیزی هستی؟
Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
یه چاقویی که تیز باشه میگه خوبه منظورشه. اوکی. این اولیش.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
نفر بعدی کی میتونه باشه؟ What did? از افراد مختلف باید سوال کنیم نه؟
Hanging lanterns.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
دروازه رو وا کردن.
Back to the fang now, at least.
آقا چطوری؟ یه چاقو خوب چجوری ساخته میشه؟ چیزش چیه؟
Sorry.
الماناش.
Your trade.
Hunter, why?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh?
میگه پس باید چیز باشه. پس باید
A carving knife should be hard wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
باید مثلا سرسخت باشه که وقتی مثلا واردش میکنی قشنگ پاره کنه. هم تیز باشه هم برنده باشه. تیز و برنده.
Needed to a silken softness.
Yes, they're quite
The finest fabrics, fresh from the
You wish to talk? I'm honored.
نه کاری نداریم.
Best of luck.
بیا داداش. این هم اطلاعاتی ما به دست
You
آوردیم.
learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but...
میگه اون چیزایی که میخوام به دست آوریم ولی خب اون چیز لوبور آدمی نیستش که بخواد حرفاشو مثلا به سادگی بزنه رو حرفش فکر میکنه من چیزی از دست دادیم چیزی خیلی مهمه
I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Luba wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable, meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe
کسی نداره بدون در مورد آهن بهت کمک کنه توی حالیت نمیشه.
a merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
خیلی خوب. $300 متر ما در جنده. بعد دنبال یه تاجر آهن بگردیم خب که یه آهن خوب پیدا کنیم ازش.
Fly, Ambrosia.
تاجر آهن. راهی نیست بدونیم رد شیم. مادر تو برگرد.
That'll do, girl.
راهمون از اون بره. از این بره و از اون بره.
Ready, girl?
برو گرفت. بریم تو اون مسافر خونه کاروان سره و ببینیم که یه دونه تاجر آهن پیدا میکنیم یا نه.
Straight home now.
آقا سلام علیکم. شما تاجر آهنی برادر؟
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides...
میگه که خب ما مثلا فهمیدیم که باید چیکار کنیم. کلاوی نظر داد گفتش از یه مثلا متریال استفاده کنیم که کلا هم براق‌تره چون هم چیز کنه شفافترش کنه این فلزو. بعد راهش رو مثلا یه زنه بلد بودش گفت و اینا، بعد میگه حالا بعد این چیزو پیدا کنیم دیگه. یه همینجوری نمیتونم به حال خودت رعایت کنم. بس دنبال آهنم 400 میخواره دیگه. بریم ببینیم که فکرم باید یه تاجر دیگه بخریم.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Plates and pots.
لایم استون سری سنگای مخصوص باید پیدا کنیم.
Sweet incense. Well, we can make our way back to the...
We should get going soon.
با اینجا بزنیم بیرون نه؟
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
اینکه داری میری سمت کوبکا نابودش کنی دیگه. یه سری میخوام حرفا باید بزنم اینکه آدمای کوبکا با امپراتوری چیز چی میگه خدایا با یه امپراتوری بود، اینا مثلا با هم دیگه متحدن و با سربازشون با هم کار میکنن. افراد منم چند روز رفتن ازشون خبری نیست. ازشون خبری پیدا کردی بهم بگو یه بفرستون سمت من. اوکی. میگه نمیتونم دیگه سید دیگه یاد دست بدم، تو هم مراقب خودت باش.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
خب. این همون لایم استونا که برق میزنن دیدی؟ جای قشنگی.
One rock looks a lot like another.
خب حالا اینو بعد برگردونیم پیش اون گوز تا ببینیم کی میخواد درست کنه کارشو یا نه. بالاخره میتونه تکمیل کنه کارشو یا نه. پدر ما رو در آورد.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out.
بیا. برو اون چاقو درست کن بالاخره. بیا. برو گم شو. حالمون به هم دادی بخورم.
You now.
چقدرم براقه به به.
A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking...
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we?
ببینیم چی ساختی.
First things first, Safa, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but It certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I
در سوال پیش میکنه چجوری درست کردی فلان. به ما چه ربطی داره بابا؟ یا کیا پرسیدی؟ جواب کلا همه راهایی که رفتیم داره میپرسه. مثلا این کار انجام دادم.
It looks like congratulations are...
مبارکت بشه داش. سیکتیرته. همچنان که مبارکت بشه سیکتیرت هم هست. کسی ببید. حالا اینجا آهنگری دارین دیگه. آره الان اینجا آهنگری انجام نمیدین حداقل واسه ما دلمون خوش باشه. این آهنگری هم دارن. خاک بر سرت. خب بذار ببینیم اونجا یه دونه دیگه یه کار دیگه هم هست انجام بدیم. اینم
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from
ببینیم کی اینجا کار داره دیگه.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Everything I've
سلام آقا.
all those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place. The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
همون بسته شده.
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
یه بار نگم ببین کریستالا چرا نمیتونن آب سرد کنن. مردم فکر اگه خودم بیام فکر کنم اینجا رو ول کردم. اوکی هات واتر. بیرون این داستانه این. آره بریم منبع آباد چیز کنیم. منبع آباد پیدا کنیم.
Come on, girl.
What the hell are those things?
اشتباه شد. خیلی زود پیشیدیم. هنوز راه داریم پس. You motherfucker. این راهش نه؟ پس اینا انگه نمیذارن سرچا. بیا این جلو. مادر پشه رو گاییدم من حروم زاده.
Out of a frying pan.
این چیه؟
Titan!
That's all ready.
دست گرمی. خب اینم دلیل اینکه آبا سرد نمیشن بچه‌ها. خب این دلیل اینکه آبا سرد نمیشه. خب حالا واسه اینم یه دونه ابیلیتی میتونیم بگیریم بچه‌ها. این گاده. خب حالا به جای کدوم میذاریم اگه گفتی؟ به جای این میذاریم. ارسن فیوری.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
خب بهشون بگیم که چرا. خب به خبر خوشو بهش بدیم که هموم دیگه سرد میکنه.
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest
چرا هموم تمام داشت.
Needed to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
There he is.
Basins!
بیا داشت موفق اومد باش. این هموم کیرید. و بعد همتون گم دیگه پرچمتون بالاست. مرسی این قسمت رو دیدید.
You tell of.
آره برو گم شو. پولمو بده. دست طلا داشت.
Right.
خیلی عشقی موفق باش. بچه‌ها دمتون گرم عشقید تا 2 روز دیگر بدرود. فعلا.